I think I'm live. I'm live on both. I'm live here on YouTube. I'm live on Instagram. I am only talking to people and practicing on YouTube. So if you are on Instagram and you want to practice your speaking, you can go to Learn English with Camille on YouTube, and there is a link there where you can come and join me. And hello, YouTube friends. Welcome back. Last week, we had such a fun live session talking about New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals. I was able to speak to many of you from all over the world, and I'm hoping that today as well, I get to speak to you guys and hear from you guys, and you get to practice your speaking. And if you're on Instagram and you just want to listen, I have literally my computer right here, you can see, and that is what I'm doing my YouTube live on, so you can get some listening practice. But if you want to speak, you have to come to my channel and then just request to speak. And there is a link here, StreamYard link, where you can go, and then I'll see that you're here and want to speak, and then I'll invite you to stage and we'll be together. Today's topic is language learning. It is language learning. How are you learning English? Do you have any recommendations for ways that you're learning? Do you have different books you're using, different methods you want to share? So you get to share that today. Really quick before I invite up our first guest, this is the last day where these books of mine are buy one, get one free. I know they're backwards. I don't have a reverse filter on, but these are dialogue books that I wrote with real life English dialogues. And this one is read by over 25 native English speakers. This one is just me and my husband, and I think some of our kids. But they're great resources if you're looking to get to the next level in English conversation. They're buy one, get one free for the PDFs through today. You can use the link in my Instagram profile or go to my website, which is learnenglishwithcamille.com. I see. Hello, guys. Hello. Come in. Welcome. I'm going to add Olga to stage right now. I see she's here, ready to speak. And I'm going to put us this way. Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Olga?
Thank you. I'm fine.
You look
This is the first time.
cozy. You look very cozy and warm.
Yes, it's very cold in France. I'm in Brittany. It's very cold today. It's okay, but it's unusual cold. Yes, -5, but it's cold for France. Yes.
Yeah. So you're French. You're from France.
Yes, I'm from France. Yeah.
Very nice. Welcome. I love French. I was in France. Maybe you saw my
Yes,
last YouTube video.
exactly. I watched your video about your visit to Lyon.
Yes, exactly.
Welcome to Brittany. Welcome to Brittany. The Atlantic Ocean is waiting for you.
Thank you so much. I am in Portugal on the Atlantic Ocean as well.
Ah, so, yes.
Yeah, really, we didn't quite have -5 today. I think it wasn't negative. I think it was maybe 8 degrees this morning. But it felt cold for us. We were all bundled up in our jackets.
Yeah, like me.
Yes, exactly. So what would you like to share with us about how you learn English?
Me?
Yes.
So in my opinion, we have activate all our skills. So writing skills, speaking skills, comprehensive skills. But at first, in my opinion, we have to understand the message. If we don't understand, we can't speak.
That is true.
We can't respond.
Yes.
If we don't understand. So for me, it's very important to very comprehensional skills at first, then speaking skills, and to develop, of course, writing skills. Yes, yeah. This is the first time I take part in such a kind of video, but after watching your video about Lyon, I wanted to join and to take part.
Oh, I'm
Yes,
so glad you did.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
nice
You
to meet
inspired me.
you.
You inspired me. Yeah, really.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would absolutely agree with you. In the beginning, it's so much about comprehensible input, like listening, 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 getting reading, getting as much of that as you can. And then later, I think you're like, wow, I'm able to speak because you've listened so much. You've seen the pattern of English, you hear how people speak. So that's great. Those are great tips. When it comes to writing, what do you do personally? Do you do much writing?
No, no, this is a problem. I don't do. No, no, no. Just at first, I try to listen a lot,
Yeah.
and this is a lack of practice, in my opinion. I have to practice more English, and
Yeah.
no, not at all. I don't write. Yeah, this is a
Okay.
I don't write.
Yeah. A simple place to start if you're wanting to develop your writing skills is just writing 2 to 3 sentences a day. That's
Yeah.
it. Nothing major. It takes you less than 5 minutes. And what's happened to me is that when I start, sometimes I write 10 sentences because I
Mhm.
want to share a little story about something that happened. But just to get into the routine, to get into the rhythm, you can start by having a language journal and just writing 2 sentences, 3 sentences a day, and try to link it to something you do. Like maybe while I'm eating breakfast, I write 3 sentences, or while right before bed, I write 3 sentences. And then it becomes sort of this habit, and then you can develop your writing skills that way.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes, it's very important become like uh, to translate in foreign language, like in English, our everyday activities, and when we describe our everyday activities, we need some more vocabulary
Yes.
to look up maybe and then to write. And
Yes,
yes.
yes, 100%. Because usually when you want to talk about your day, that's the vocabulary that you use the most. And if you don't know when you're writing, you can look it up and learn new words right there in the moment. It's really
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Olga, for
Thank you.
joining. I really enjoyed meeting you. Try to stay warm in Brittany.
Thank you.
Yes. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I just added Stas to the
Yes,
stage. Were you here last week as well?
yes, yes.
And
Hello,
I
Camille. Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Yes. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, for the opportunity to join for your classes. Yes, it's a great moment for me. Yes, because I always wanna try to speak with native speakers um, something about you. Yes, I'm from Ukraine. My name is Stanislav, and my surname is Stas. Yes,
Oh,
and
okay.
today, as I understand you, yes, it's about different ways for
Oh no,
improving your.
you're back. Your audio cut out for a moment, but yes, it's different ways that you learn English, different ways that you improve your English. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe if you're talking about different ways to learn English, yes, or improve your skills, I always use different classes with native speakers or with different tutors from my country, yes. And it's very interesting for me because I want to learn English and I want to have maybe a level B2. I don't know.
Yeah,
uh,
that's a great goal. I always shoot for a B2 level when I'm learning a foreign language. B2 is a
yeah.
great goal.
Yes, yes. And after my lessons, sometimes I use different social media with different chats. Yes, and I always watch different shorts from Instagram or from YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, I always try to use different. Possible to maybe watch something or read something, and it's very interesting for me. And what about maybe books? It's very hard for me because English it's not my first language. Yes, my first language is Ukrainian or Russian, but the second, maybe, or the third language, yes, it's English. And for me, it's very hard to read maybe difficult or hard books, yes, with a lot of sentences, because you maybe you have to understand uh, uh, what is going on, yes, in this
Yeah.
sentence, or you have to catch the main idea of
Mhm.
the books, I don't know, or of the articles, I don't know really.
Yeah.
But for me it's very hard because I have to translate this sentence, yes, understand on my language, yes, on my first language. uh,
Mhm.
and maybe in one word, I want to say that for me it's very hard, yes. And sometimes I try to watch different movie in English, but with maybe with simple level, maybe
Mhm.
B2, B1,
Mhm. Mhm.
A2, and it's very hard too, but it's very interesting for me because you can read subtitles. Yes, you can watch different scenes or different image. Yes, from movies or from videos, and it's very interesting. It's not as not like you read the book, yes, because you have to imagine something, yes, but
Yeah.
as you but when you watch on the screen, yes, you can see the image, yes, image or imagine situation.
Mhm.
And,
It helps you.
um,
It helps you because you see the picture at the same time as you're hearing. Whereas in a book,
yes,
if you're reading a book with just text, it could be harder to imagine what's going
yes,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
Because when you maybe watch a video, yes, you can watch the situation, and maybe you don't use a lot of power of your mind, yes, to understand what is going on. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's maybe not hard way, but maybe it's easy way to learn something, or maybe learn different sentences, yes, different words, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's great. Yes.
Yeah. I think when it comes to reading, well, actually, when it comes to language learning, we need
Hmm.
to make sure that we're consuming material that is adequate for our level because books are very hard to understand. If you are a beginner or even an intermediate and you're trying to understand a novel in another language, it's going to be very difficult. And you
Yes.
might try to read it and then just give up because your level isn't there. So I always recommend people to start with short stories, which is why I write short story books as well, because you're consuming a little amount. And if you're at an A1 or an A2 level, just a little amount at the right level, then you can keep
Mhm.
growing and building on that. So making sure that the books aren't too hard for you, I think can really help you when it comes to reading. And I think it's really helpful to have the audio as well, because
Mhm.
especially in English, it's not a phonetic language. So words, you can have the same pronunciation of three different words in English, but different spellings, you know? So like the word bear comes to mind, you know, bear, 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 and it's
Yes,
hard.
yes.
So I think that's
Yes.
helpful.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I agree with you, and maybe I share with one way how to improve your English, or maybe you can use with your students, maybe, or with your children. I don't know. On my classes, the native speakers use a platform, yes, and when we try to learn a new word, new sentence, or maybe when you try to understand what does it mean, yes, the native speaker, or okay, is my tutor, try to use the platform for creating different stories with this word, yes, or how different people use this word, yes, and maybe we have a lot of situation with e platform when he always create something new, or create um, maybe the other way how to understand the word. I don't know, or he use a lot of famous stories, or um, I don't know, or something interesting, yes, and add something special, like other way in this text, yes, or maybe other situation, but with like funny sentences, maybe, or maybe
Yeah.
funny ending, yes, and it's very interesting when you. Maybe it's like when you know was a famous cartoon, yes, with one engine, yes, but he creating other engine, and
Okay. Just to kind of grow and practice your English, you come up with a
yes,
different ending for the story.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that
yes,
is a creative way. That's good. Good.
yes,
Well, thank you for being here and for sharing how you learn. And I wish you the best and just keep going for it. Keep practicing. It was so nice to meet you.
yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the opportunity, for the chance to join for you, yes, for your classes, and it was great for me.
I'm
And
so glad. Take
bye
care.
bye.
Bye. If you guys are watching on Instagram and you want to join the class and see the people I'm speaking with, you can go to Learn English with Camille on YouTube. There is a link there, and there are not many people waiting to join. So if you're really wanting to speak, your chances are pretty high, at least in this moment, that you'll get to practice your speaking with me. I'm going to add to the stage our next guest. Unmute.
Hi!
Hello.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. How are
I
you
haven't
doing?
talked to you since last year. It's
I
been quite a
know.
long
Haven't
time.
spoken since last year and now we're speaking.
Yay, thank God.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself for people who may not know you?
Sure, of course. My name is Jair, and I'm from Colombia. I'm wearing a hat for my country too. I
Very
got this
nice.
special one as I got it from my first trip to the sea in Cartagena,
Nice. Very
which is
nice.
one of our main cities for tourism. You are very
Oh,
welcome to come and visit us.
thank you. I would love to. So, is that a common hat that Colombians wear?
Yeah, well, this one with these colors is sort of special. It has become more and more common,
Okay.
but like the main thing related to these strings and stuff, yeah, it's named sombrero, which is hat.
Yes.
Vueltea, sombrero
Yeah.
vueltea. Vuelteado
Okay.
is related to turns or twirls because
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
strings are related to that. So,
Very cool. Thank you for telling me about your hat. It's very nice. You
oh,
wear it
I
well. So tell me, how do you learn English? What tips do you have for people that are learning English? What do you think are the best methods?
Yeah, well, I learned English after I graduated from school. I went to an English academy here in my city, and I've always like encouraging people to try to immerse themselves in English as much as they can.
So
That
good.
means reading or writing, as some other guys were referring, and of course watching movies either with subtitles or without them. I also recommend a very good app, and I use it because I'm also a private teacher, so I use it with pupils, and that's Voscreen. I think that's
Okay.
a great app, and it also has a website, voscreen.com. It gives you like a short video. It can be part of a real movie that we can watch in the movies or on TV or Netflix or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Also documentaries from YouTube, and they like extract a piece of it, and then they ask you to translate it. They just gives you two
Okay.
options. So I think that's a great listening practice, and of course idioms. Well, learning the language is great with that tool too.
Yeah. Well, your speaking and your pronunciation is really good. How did you get to that level to where you sound like an American?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your comment, and that's also related to my passion to with the language. And when I learned it here in my city, after that, I have gathered some experience. I've been working for call centers. It was
Mhm.
around 1 year and a half, and
Okay.
then also a lot of practice. Despite I haven't traveled abroad, I have talked to many native people.
Hmm.
A couple of years ago, I was working in tourism, especially with only English speaking tourists.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that's the best practice we can have. And
Yes. Yes.
also, I try to immerse myself in the language as much as I can. One example of that is I, for example, also play a game. It does have a servers for different countries, but I chose the one in the US so that I could learn more. Despite it
Okay.
has that, I get
Yeah.
expressions and stuff. So, like,
Yeah.
your motivation to learn is what push you through.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. That's great. You shared some great tips with us. Tell me again, do you pronounce your name Yair?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want
When-
to butcher it. Names can be tricky.
That's great. When I was in the call
Yeah.
center, and I had to introduce myself at the beginning of the call, right? Like to
Uh-huh.
assist the person calling. Uh, they tend to understand Jerry, and I was like, no,
Oh, Jerry.
like
Yes.
that
Yeah.
diphthong is like hard to pronounce it in English, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining. It was great to speak with you, and hopefully we'll get to chat again soon.
Sure. Thank you for your time for this opportunity, and it's great practice to be with you.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad to hear that. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Many blessings this year.
Thanks. Blessings
Bye.
to you too. Bye. If you guys are just joining, welcome. I'm doing this live on Instagram, but I'm primarily speaking with people on YouTube. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you're not following me here, please follow me here on YouTube. It helps with the algorithm. Like this video, leave a comment. You can also buy super chats to show your love. I don't get paid to do this, but I do it because I want to help you guys and I love it. If you guys can't tell, I really like it. A lot of teachers don't like to go live, but I really like it. I've always liked it. So I'm going to add to stage Montserrat and then Alessio. I see you here. I don't know if you guys can see each other. Can you guys see who's waiting? Like, I don't know how that works. It's interesting to know, but let me unmute your mic. Welcome.
Hi, Camille.
Hi. Please tell me your name and where you're from.
I'm from Chile.
Chile. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
This is my son, Cairo. He has been home from school yesterday and today because he has a fever. He's doing much better.
Oh,
Yeah, but we kept him home. It's so sad this season. A lot of sickness is going around. It's tough for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, the same.
Yeah, I mean, my family in America is telling me they're sick. My friends in Turkey, it's going around everywhere. So, oh, Cairo's
Yeah,
waving.
it's like a virus
Yeah,
all over the place. I don't know what's happening, but it's true.
exactly. Oh, it's that winter season. We got to take our vitamins, stay strong. I haven't been eating sugar since I think the last 10 days. And I think that helps too because sugar is so bad for our immune system. So,
Yeah.
yeah, tell me, Montserrat, how do you learn English? What are some of your tips?
Well, first I try to practice a little bit every day.
Yeah.
Listen English every day, maybe a YouTube video or something you are interested in. If
Mhm.
you want to search about a specific topic, maybe do it in English.
Yes, that's a great.
And yeah, and also I think the most important is practice. If you don't have anyone you can talk, try to like imitate with video.
Yeah,
Nowadays, in the
shadowing.
internet,
Hmm.
we have a lot of resources that we can search some phonetic and practice on a specific sounds.
Yes,
If you
yes,
are not sure if you are pronouncing correctly, maybe you can do you can be your own coach
yeah,
in that
totally.
sense.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Now there's a
yeah,
lot of apps. They're not 100% accurate because I've tried a lot of them and I speak with
yeah,
my accent and then I even sometimes speak poorly, wrong in English just to see does this app catch it? And sometimes it doesn't. So they're not perfect for sure. But I think that there are some AI apps that do correct our pronunciation as well. Not perfectly, but in a sense that will be like, okay, at least I'm practicing. Maybe I'm getting over my fear of speaking, which is really helpful. Yeah, I think that's good. Do you
yeah.
personally practice your speaking with anybody?
Sometimes, yes, I have a friend that live in United States, and so sometimes we can chat in English. She's
That's awesome.
from Canada.
Okay, very nice. So you have a
Yeah,
Canadian.
and I met her in a speaking club on
Huh?
Facebook.
Okay,
There is like a group, um, and you can join the speaking club so you can practice English.
that's awesome. I think that's a great way as well to meet new people that are also learning because when you feel like safe, like you're in a safe space, you're with other learners, sometimes you have more courage to practice your speaking. You're not so worried about making mistakes because they make them too, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And sometimes that is some problem with all of us that we are afraid to speak sometimes.
Yes, yes. It's something we
It,
have to get over. If we never practice speaking, we're probably not going to speak. We're not going to grow in that skill. It's like training our muscles at the gym. You know, if I never go to the gym, or you don't have to go to a
yeah.
gym, I work out at home. If you never work out, you're not going to get stronger and grow. So it's the same idea when it comes to anything, and especially language learning. Yeah.
Yeah, we can speak in our language, but when we have to practice our second language, it's like
I know. I know. I know. It's
it's
like
like,
a
I
faith
don't know.
stepping out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Thank you so much for having the courage to come on and share a bit with us. I really enjoyed meeting you.
thank you, Camille, and it's nice to meet you again. I think I talked to you, but like a year ago
Yeah, you have a familiar face.
on
I think we have.
Instagram.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
got to connect again. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Camille. Have a nice day.
You too. Take care.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.
If you guys are watching on Instagram and want to join, you can join Learn English with Camille on YouTube. I just have 2 people waiting, and so your chances for speaking are pretty good today. I'm doing it on YouTube and not Instagram because it's much faster, much smoother process. I can go boom, boom, right to the next person. Whereas Instagram, it just stops working after about 25 to 30 minutes. If you follow me there and have seen my lives, you've seen that happen all last year, every time I went live. So I'm trying a new method, and I'm here on YouTube, and I'm loving it. So let me join Alessio, not Acelio, Alessio, and then Paria, you will be next. Hello, ciao. I cannot hear you, Alessio. You're not muted on my end, though. No, now it looks like you're muted. Is it something to do with your microphone connection, maybe? Yeah, I can read your lips. I can't hear you. No, the connection for sound is gone. Oh, very softly. Very softly. Can you speak louder and see if it comes through?
Okay.
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. You can join the live. There's a pinned comment, and you can go there, and then basically you go backstage, and I see you, and then I can select you. Alessio, can you see all the other people waiting, or no?
No, I'm not
Okay.
able to see anyone. Yeah.
Okay. I wondered because I can still see Olga and Yair. I can see you guys waiting backstage still, your faces. Thank you guys for staying. Don't pick your nose. I'll see you.
No, I was just moving my glass.
Not you. No, I was telling them. Because when I closed my live stream last week, I stayed here. I ended my live stream, but I stayed here, and my followers were backstage, and they were writing, Camille, we can see you. And I was like, oh my gosh, good thing I didn't take off my shirt or do something crazy, because they would have seen me. Oh my goodness. So Alessio, how are you? How is life?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, a bit stressed, looking, but yeah, I can't complain.
You had what?
I said, can you hear me?
I can, but it's not the clearest. It's a little crackly.
Okay, I said that I'm doing good.
Yes?
Okay, and I'm just a bit stressed because of my
Oh,
it's
your job is stressing you
I have to
out.
close everything, and it's a bit stress.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
Well,
but I can't complain.
hopefully practicing English will be peaceful for you and won't bring stress.
Yeah. I really try to immerse myself in English.
Yeah,
I follow, for sure, social media, but nowadays also YouTube. And I can follow, teacher there.
amazing.
And
Thank you.
then I started reading this one.
Yes, that is a great book. I have read that book as well. I think last year I read it, Atomic
That
Habits.
is a
Mm-hmm.
very good book.
Yes, we get better 1% a day. We just get a little bit better, but then all those 1% add up to a lot, and we can completely change our lives.
And then I have to start to read this one.
Yay! You have all my books, or some of them. That is awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I also follow. I don't know if you ever heard about 6 Minute English on BBC.
I haven't.
Yeah, there is a short story, six minutes
Oh,
of
perfect.
yeah,
That's a great
from
amount of time.
each week a different topic,
Mm-hmm.
and they just talk about this topic with other guys. And, it's very interesting.
That's so cool. That's great. So reading is a big way that you develop your English skills.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you do? Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
now. There is a little bit of echo. I don't know. It's on my PC or on my personal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. What else do you do?
Yes.
What else? Yeah, what else do you do to learn English? What do you recommend?
Yeah, really to spend as much time as possible learning English. It's not enough, in my opinion, it's not enough a quarter of hour each day, but you have to spend time.
Yeah. But even 15 minutes is better than 0 minutes, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Because I think
I
people, that's what they think, like, I don't have time, and time is so limited. But if you can make time, even little amounts of time, then you can slowly improve. For language learning, I mean, ideally, if you can spend 1 to 2 hours a day, your growth will be a lot more accelerated. You'll learn a lot quicker than 15 minutes a day. But if 15 minutes is all you have and they're quality 15 minutes, I think you can definitely learn something in those 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, at the very beginning, when you are A1, A2, it's better to keep it pretty slow. I mean, just keep it. But then
Mm-hmm.
when we have a sort of background,
Mm-hmm.
you have to increase uh,
The
the time
time.
as much
Yeah.
as you can. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning it can be overwhelming, and
Yeah.
people can be like, oh, I don't want to do anymore. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
yeah, for that reason, I told my daughter to start. There is an application called Duolingo.
Duolingo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
start with from scratch, learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Duolingo. I've spent a couple thousand days on Duolingo. I have such a long streak. I've debated just giving it up because I'm at like a level of Turkish where I'm like, I don't know if it's benefiting my Turkish, but in the beginning, I think it's great for repetition, for seeing sentence structure, learning new vocabulary. Yeah, but now I seriously, I think I have 2,350 days on Duolingo in a row. And so it's hard to like let it go because I've done it so for years, years and years. I've studied
Yeah, yeah,
Italian, French, Turkish. Did I study anything else on there? Maybe some Portuguese too. Yeah. Yes.
yeah, and
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah.
in Atomic Habit, they say that if you apply 15 minutes a day, yeah,
Yeah.
each time, if you are consistent in time,
Yeah.
the outcome at the end will be yeah, really great.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, good, Alessio. I enjoyed seeing you again. I hope that you can
My
be a little
pleasure.
less stressed with your work and enjoy
Yeah,
your 2025.
yeah,
Yeah. Take care of yourself,
take
okay?
care.
All
Have a
right.
nice day.
Bye. Ciao, ciao. If you guys are just joining, maybe you just hopped into my Instagram, I'm doing a live where I'm speaking with real people. We're talking about language learning methods. So I'm only opening the chat on my YouTube. I'm pointing down because I have my computer here and I'm pointing that way because that's my phone. So double audience. Okay, you guys. I am accepting Padia and then Sohail Muhammad. Okay, so that's just so you guys know. You guys are so patient.
Hello.
Oh, how's it going?
Oh, Happy New Year, Camille.
Happy New Year. Where are you from?
And I'm from Iran. And hello to Iranian people. all over the world.
Okay, yes. Hello, Iranians all over the world. I say hello to you too. So we're discussing language
Thank you
learning
so much.
methods. Yes, I think there might be a delay. Maybe you're using a VPN. So I'll try to give you time so I don't talk over you. Okay?
Yes.
So please tell me, what are some of your
Okay.
favorite language learning methods?
Um, I can say that I get the 6.5 band score in IELTS exam, and I my listening and speaking part was 6.5, and they were so high that I expected. But I can say that for the first time, it was 3 years ago. I started to speak English and learn it with a private teacher. But
Mm-hmm.
the things the teacher teach me, so sorry, taught me, it was to shadow. The shadow
Okay.
method was so great for me.
Okay. Maybe some people here don't know what shadowing is. How did you practice
Yes.
shadow?
Okay. I think that the common books. I don't know. Maybe it's just in Iran. The common book for listening is Tactics for Listening,
Mm-hmm.
and these books I just play the sound in the books, and I for the first time I listen to it. For the second time, I try to write it, and for the third time I check the word that I didn't listen to them, I didn't hear them, and hear them, and after that I try to repeat with the song, and it's I mean, simultaneously when the song was playing, I was telling that conversation with myself. So I think that it
Okay.
was the great things for me that helps me to speak fluently. And after that, I listen, or when I hear something in English, it was easy for me.
Mm-hmm. And you weren't
But I
only
don't
doing
have any
that.
solution for writing.
Okay, but you were actually doing dictation when you wrote down what you heard. That's called dictation. So you were really
Yes,
training your
yes,
listening, then you were speaking. So that is a great exercise. You were training both your listening and speaking simultaneously. That's awesome.
yes, yes. Yes, that was so good for me, and it works for me. I can say that, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work for anybody. I'm not special in it. You are special.
Yeah.
And But I want to ask question. I joined to live for this. My speaking is good for me
Mhm.
with this level, in this level, but I want to speak in C1 or C2 level and write it in this level. I don't know what can I do, and how exercise to level up all of this.
Yeah. I mean, there's some sounds that you could work on that could make you sound even more native. Just when I'm listening to your English is
Mhm.
very good, your accent is really good, but I hear
Thank you so much.
the L sound at the end of your words. I'm like, okay, I can tell she's not a native. So there's just some sounds that you could work on. What you could do, I mean, you need someone like me to tell you, hey, you could improve this sound and this sound, which is what I do in a 30-minute coaching session as
Yes,
well. And then I give you sheets to practice, like word
yes.
sheets, and send your words back to me. If you're interested in doing something like that there is a fee for that. I do charge for that, but you could message me privately after and I could give you more information. But that would be it, like working with a language or a speaking coach, working with somebody that could just help you get a little bit better. Because when you're already good where you're at, it's hard to push yourself to get that much better. You need that expert, you need that outside voice speaking in, telling you, hey, I think if you do this and this, that could really
Mhm,
help you.
mhm.
Yeah. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
I understand it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Okay, it is something related to speaking, but what about my writing? What can I do for this? I
Yeah.
want to
So
write very well because I'm
yeah,
okay.
I'll say
Just
something
say
that's
say it.
Yeah, I'll say something that's different than what I already said because I did give a tip for writing to Olga, who was here earlier from France. And I said about just writing a few sentences a day. Reading and writing go so hand in hand. When you read, then you can be a better writer.
Mhm.
See how sentences are formed. Something you can do is you can read things that you're wanting to get better at writing in, say articles or things like that. You just search on the internet, health and fitness, whatever your interests are, you read articles about that. Then you write in your own words on another piece of paper, summarizing the article. So maybe you write
Mhm.
5 sentences from what you learned, not
Oh,
copying, but you take it from your brain and write it. That is a really good way to improve your
yes.
writing skills as well. Also, writing
Thank you
to
so
where,
much. I read one of my friends gave me a
oh,
book
yeah,
and it is in English, but the
uh-huh,
writer is Chinese. It is Juan Falun. And
okay,
I started to read it, and I think that I read it 4 times. It is
mm-hmm.
200 pages, and
Oh my,
I improve my reading. Yes, reading it
yeah.
so it's gonna work. But I didn't know I can write summary, and it helps me. Thank
Yes,
you so
that'll
much.
you. Yeah. Also, if you can get someone to correct your writing, that is what I do. I have a Turkish journal. It's my goal for 2025. I write like 3 sentences a day. Once I get a page, I send it to my Turkish friend, Ali, shout out, merhaba, and he corrects me every day. He sends back the corrections. And like that, I am improving. If you can find somebody who will correct you every day, you will get better as well. So that's another little tip for writing.
Okay, so sen Turkish danışabiliyorsun, konuşabiliyorsun benimle. Ben also,
Evet. Konuşabilirim.
yes, I can
Türkçe
speak Turkish
konuşuyorsun.
too.
Çok şaşırdım. Bilmiyordum. Wow, that's cool.
Yes, my mother is Turkish, and
Oh,
she taught me how to speak in Turkish.
that is a gift. That is a gift. Wow. I think that is one of the best ways to
No,
become
yeah.
bilingual is having a parent speak to you in that language and the other parent in the other language. You automatically get two. That's awesome. That's so cool. Perfect. That's great.
Yes,
Well,
but
thank
we have
you.
we have Turkish person in. Thank you so much. I want to say that we have Turkish people in Iran too. The north of Iran are Turkish, but the language is a little different with the Turkish in Turkey country. But
Okay,
we can understand it when I travel to Turkish. I can easily speak with them.
that's a gift. That's amazing. I
I'm so
think the
happy to
more
speak with
languages,
you.
the
Thank you so
better.
much.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Take care and let me know how your
Yes,
writing
thank you so
skills.
much.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. I message you. Bye bye.
Okay, perfect. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, I actually don't have anyone waiting in the room. There was a guy that kept coming and going. I think his internet connection was unstable. So I don't know if there's anyone here. Alexander, you said, how can I get in class? Zahide as well. If you guys want, there is a link. Oh, Davide, or David, sorry, David. Sorry. David, I'm joining you right now because you're here. He's like, whoa, I got right on. Yes. Hi,
Hi,
David.
how are you?
Good.
How
Where are
are
you
you?
calling in from?
Oh, thank you for having me. Can you
Where
hear
are
me?
you from?
I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela. Very nice.
Yes, yes. I'm
Wow.
currently living here in US, Nashville,
Okay.
Tennessee.
Oh, in
Yes,
Nashville. I have a really good
yes,
friend in Nashville. It's
yes.
beautiful. I have a vlog I did in Nashville on my YouTube channel like a long time ago.
Really, it's a very,
Yeah.
very beautiful city or country city. Music.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you speak any English before going to live in the US?
yes, yes. I took a course many years ago, and
Okay.
then I've been practicing. And then when
Mm-hmm.
I moved here, I was able to practice.
Okay. I think your connection was a little unstable there for a moment. I think you're back. I hope. Fingers crossed. We can't control the
Yeah.
internet. Sometimes connections go in and out, and sometimes internet is lagging a little bit. But what are you currently doing to improve your English in 2025?
When I try to speak with native people, uh, recently I'm living here in the US, and try to be contact with native people. This is it's been very great because allow me to improve my pronunciation, my English.
Yes.
When you speak face to face with native people, you can able to understand how they say, or you try to maybe go to a restaurant, grocery store, catch up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
starting.
Have you ever, I'm very curious about this because people are afraid of speaking English in the US because of how they will be received, because we know, okay, this person is not a native speaker. Do you feel like people are kind to you when you speak English with them? Are they patient? Are they nice?
Yeah, most of them has been very kind with me.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's so
know
good to hear.
yes, yes. For example, here in Nashville is very friendly people. Here in the South, I receive this kind of person, and they understand that I know native English. And
Yeah.
okay, they understand. You know, try to speak with them. Okay, no problem. Just go ahead, go ahead. And even they gave me advice about just how to moving forward, improve your English.
Wow.
It's great. It's
That's so
sometimes
encouraging. That's so encouraging
yes,
to hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when I went to some shop store or something like that, maybe when try to ask for something, maybe okay, could you repeat what you said? Okay, but
Yeah.
they understand. This is it's been
Yeah.
a great, great experience. You have to not
That's
feel
so good.
embarrassed when you talk with native people. You have to moving
Mhm.
forward and lose fear when you
Yeah.
talk with native people.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that you said that. I'm just going to repeat that. He said, like, you lose your fear when you speak with natives because you realize, oh, they're not judging me. Oh, I actually can communicate. Oh, it's okay that I didn't understand and I asked you to repeat it. Like, that is amazing. That's really encouraging. And I hope that it encourages everyone here watching too to step out and to speak and not be afraid. And I'm so glad that you've had a positive experience in the US speaking English and people have been nice to you. I'm so glad to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
Keep
exactly.
going. Going. That's good. Is there
Yeah,
anything
thank
else
you.
you want to share with us here before I end this?
I know it's just encourage people to you wanted to learn English, just to moving forward, lose fear to speak with native
Yeah,
people are and use maybe whatever part in the world you are, maybe use through internet, use art or
yeah,
use moving forward and start to
yeah,
speak and try to learning some vocabulary every day
yeah.
or 4 or 5 words every day
Oh,
and
that's
you're going to
good.
improve your English.
That's really good, David. Thank you so much. Yeah, learning just a few words a day. That's great.
Yeah, yes, yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm so glad
Yes,
you came.
yes, I said I really appreciate your videos about this is short video where you talk with ladies
Uh-huh.
speaker. Okay, this is
Yeah.
short video about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or this is very, very great video.
Oh,
I hope you
I'm so
continue
glad.
with these videos because
I'm
I
so
heard me
glad
a
that
lot.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Take
Uh,
care, David. Have a great rest of your day in Nashville.
you too. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, I think I have my last person, Marcia. I feel like she's becoming my friend because we get to speak every week. So, hi.
Yeah, hi Camille, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I was working. That's why I'm coming late, I think.
Okay, and you're in
So,
your usual place, which is your car, your favorite place.
yeah, I was doing a delivery before. Now
Okay,
I'm able to to go to your live.
nice. Well, we're talking about language learning methods. So I know you've been learning English for a while. You're living in the US. Tell people what you're doing to improve your English right now.
Right now, I'm listening. I'm watching TV, and I'm taking classes from properly
Preply. Mm-hmm.
preply twice a week.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I have some course that I bought
Mm-hmm.
before,
Mm-hmm.
but online course,
Yes.
But it's very hard to keep doing this online classes, this
Okay.
recorded class.
Okay. Yeah. You have to find what works for you. If recorded classes don't work for you, don't do them. It seems like Preply one-on-one tutoring that works for
Mhm.
you, watching things, listening. So keep doing that. Find what works for you, find what you like, and then stick with that. For some people, they love a course and they need a course, and especially in the beginning. And then
I
after, they
know.
might be like, okay, I'm a free bird. I can do what I want. So it's good to find this, to know the season and to know what works for you in that season of learning. That's really good, Marcia.
Yeah, I think that what works for me is watching series, movies, and I work. I watch a lot of TV in English,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I try to communicate. I don't know. I think my method to
Yes.
learn English it's a little bit crazy because I try to absorb everything.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, the more we can immerse, the more we can get in our brain. Even if at the moment we're not memorizing these words, it's still in there. So the next time you hear it, the third time, the fourth, hopefully it's just going to be permanently in there, part of your vocabulary.
Yeah, because I think I don't like to watch it. I think more than one time. I get tired. If
Mm-hmm.
I keep repeating, I watch and I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't remember the words at the
Mm-hmm.
first time, at the second
Mm-hmm.
time, maybe at the third time. But guess what? Sometimes I know the word and I don't know um, from from where I learned this word.
Yeah. Yeah. You heard it from somewhere. It's there.
Yeah, I don't know. And I work as a delivery driver,
Uh-huh.
and I need to go to places to pick up orders.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to do shop. I like to go shopping. I have this type of order
Uh-huh.
when I go shopping, and I shop for the customers.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I need some help, and I'm able to ask the employees for
Mm-hmm.
help.
That's
So,
awesome.
so I'm doing some improvement, I think.
Yeah, that's really good. You should be proud of yourself. When you recognize your improvement in the language, it's like, yes, it's a gift. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very grateful. It's very
Yeah, you feel thankful because you worked to get
yeah.
that. Nobody can learn English for Marcia. Marcia has to learn English. So coming out of you, it's going into your brain, producing out of your mouth. That is a beautiful thing.
And and I have a son,
Uh,
and my son speaks English fluently.
oh, wow.
And yeah, he goes to the high school.
Yes.
Next year he will finish the high school.
Oh,
You know,
that's awesome.
he is on 11th grade, I think.
Yeah.
11th,
Yeah.
11th
Mhm.
grade.
11th and then 12th grade is the final grade of high school.
And
Mhm.
But I don't speak English with him. I only speak Portuguese with
Yeah,
him.
but that's good. I was like, because we're a reverse of you. We're living here in Portugal. My kids are going to a Portuguese only speaking school. They don't really want to speak Portuguese with me at home, but they're learning. Like yesterday, I was working with my daughter on some homework, and I was like, I'm so proud. She's knowing some words, like, so I think like they're not going to forget English because we speak English all the time with them at home. Then they're getting Portuguese in school, and so they're little. I mean, they're in kindergarten, second grade, and fifth grade. So hopefully in high school they'll pick up even another language and they'll graduate trilingual. That's like mom goals for my kids. I'm like, come on.
Oh, that's a wonderful goal.
Yeah.
My son likes to learn Spanish. Spanish, yeah,
Yeah.
Spanish.
Hmm.
Actually, he has a Portuguese class in high school,
Oh, nice.
but he would like to have a Spanish class as
Okay.
well.
Yeah. Portuguese and Spanish are so similar that now when I try to speak Spanish, I had a dream last night. I had a dream last night. I met a guy and he was from Mexico, and
Oh,
I spoke Spanish with him in my dream. And I was like, I told him I can resurrect my Spanish whenever I want, meaning like I can get it back. But yeah. But it's like pretty rusty. But here, I don't speak Spanish much at all. I speak
uh-huh.
Portuguese, on a mostly a daily basis. They're so close to each other. Yeah, you could learn Portuguese so quickly. They're so close. So I sometimes mix up the words because they're that close.
I
So
know.
your son could definitely pick it up.
Yeah, it's so close, but guess what? I can't understand Spanish. I don't know why. I'm not able to communicate with someone
Yeah,
who
right.
speak. My husband. I make a call for him because
Uh-huh.
he has a carpenter company,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to call to the IRS to have it was a IRS thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So they put me to talk with a Spanish man, and
yeah.
I wasn't able to understand him, and
Uh,
hand wasn't able to
yeah,
understand me either.
it's
So
true. They,
I try my broken English, and everything works.
that's good.
Work.
No, you're right. Like I say, Spanish and Portuguese are so close because they
Yeah.
are, but they are two separate languages. Like I had to learn Spanish and then I had to learn Portuguese. Yes, the words are similar. Not all words. There are false friends I learned too.
Yeah.
Gets you into trouble using the wrong words sometimes. But yeah, they are different. You do have to spend some time studying to learn both of
Hmm.
the languages and work to try to separate them in your brain as well.
Yeah.
But
I think
yeah,
it's easier to learn Spanish. It's easier than learn English or other language.
maybe
But
at least
but
the
if you don't,
pronunciation
but
phonetic.
if like me, I don't know Spanish. I can't understand.
Yeah, yeah. Un día vas a entender español perfectamente. No.
Amen. I hope so. I
It
can
was
try
so
to learn
nice
Spanish.
to
I can
you.
try.
Yeah, it was fun to see you again, Marcia. Thanks for always supporting my content and hopping on. And the people that come to YouTube, I think are going to get a bigger chance to talk to me because I
Mhm.
always have like 50 on Instagram and like 10 here. So I feel like it's more intimate, even though I have my Instagram audience open and there's always like over 100 people watching on there listening, maybe for listening practice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a more intimate feeling here on YouTube. So hopefully I'll see you again next week, Marcia, for a new topic.
Maybe. Maybe. Thank you so much, Camille, and
You
have a great day. Bye
Thank
bye.
you as well. Bye. I still see we have 2 guests. We always have people, guys, but my daughter gets out in 10, or we have 3. My daughter gets out in 10 minutes, so I have to literally run. I'll probably be jogging down the street to pick her up because I still have to close out this live and my Instagram one. You guys, like, I know some of you guys stayed here this whole time. Olga, yeah, you maybe even more. You guys were in the background. It was fun seeing your guys' faces, guys. In the background too. And Zahide, and hi Deepak, hi again. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk. Zahide and also Sohail, if you come next week, I will put you guys on the top of my list. If you're here because you didn't get to talk today, I'll try to talk to you first. And it's the same time. I start my live always at 3 p.m. I put announcements here on YouTube. You can do the little bell so you don't forget. I'm freezing. That means it's time to go. I'm breaking the internet, you guys. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day wherever you are. You guys are amazing. Keep learning English and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.